All of my Computex coverage is brought to you by Wootware and MSI. Be sure to check out their links down in the video description. My inaugural booth visit this year at Computex went to my good friends at Cooler Master, who coincidentally happened to be stationed right next to the Tesla stand, which is pretty epic, but I digress. I'm sure you've heard by now that Cooler Master is celebrating its 25th anniversary of being in business, and their Computex booth was designed to show off both the history of how far they've come and their current direction as a brand. A stark representation of this dichotomy was the new Cosmos 2 25th anniversary edition chassis sitting next to its progenitor, the original Cosmos 2. Retaining many of the same features that make it a clearly identifiable case, it's been updated to the modern chassis market to make way for the tempered glass aesthetic. And while the updated Cosmos 2 pays homage to the past, their new Masterbox Q300 series shows the identity of the maker spirit that this company has been promoting as of late. With 3 different base models on display on the show floor, each one can be modified so that you can go from the plain base master box with the mesh front panel to a more aggressive diamond-oriented RGB tower, with nearly each part of the chassis being customizable. Some curious things that caught my eye were products that are still under development and therefore aren't ready for market just yet. In particular, the Master Air Maker 3DLV is an intense behemoth of a CPU cooler that basically just looks like it's able to dissipate more heat than a modern CPU can put out. And then there's the heat column concept cooler, which should clearly be paired with the Cosmos 2 given its UFO-esque shape. A few other in-development items to note were RGB LED partition plates to put in your Cooler Master case to spice up ordinarily plain parts of a PC. And then the MasterWatt MGX RGB power supply, which continues with the RGB fan craze. While there's a bunch of RGB items out on the market, it does seem like Cooler Master is trying to find ways to introduce variety and flavor into parts of a computer that are typically left for bland aesthetics like transition panels and PSUs. And then finally, there were a few case mods being shown off as part of their Case Mod World Series that Cooler Master puts on every year, as well as a handful of makers from various industries showing how they use Cooler Master to make their line of work their own. So that's going to wrap it up for this video on my coverage of the Cooler Master booth here at Computex. Honestly, I'm most excited to get my hand on that Master Air Maker 3DLV gargantuan CPU cooler. I know it's like overkill for 99% of situations, but I do love myself a massive CPU cooler. Let me know what you guys think of what Cooler Master has brought to the table this year. What's your perspective on their new focus of modularity and customizability, which has been around for some time, so how has that settled into you and your brand perspective of Cooler Master? And what are you looking forward to from their new lineup? Thanks to Wootware and MSI for sponsoring my trip to Computex this year. Be sure to check out MSI's award-winning GT83VR Titan SLI notebook. With dual GTX 1080s, brand new Cooler Boost Titan heat dissipation, and authentic Cherry MX Speed silver switches, this laptop pulls no punches and is guaranteed to give you the best overall gaming experience. Be sure to check out the link in the video description to learn more. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of my Computex coverage and my videos thereafter, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.